Is there anything specific going on?
Wallace.
Wallace?
He's a boy at school that's bigger than everyone else. Probably got held back because he's so dumb. He likes pushing kids like me around just because he can.
He sounds like a bully.
Yeah, Wallace is a real jerk. Nobody likes him.
I'm guessing he's been pushing you around too.
He threw my papers around the hall today. I got a tardy because of it. A couple of days ago, he intentionally shoved me into the wall. Last week, he intentionally tripped me.
This is the point in cheesy movies where the adult says the bully just feels lonely and the victim should just try to make friends with him. Isn't cheesy spelled with an S normally? Maybe it is easy sometimes. Then of course it actually works because you have to have a happy ending. Too bad real life doesn't actually work that way. I know it's not much, but I'm sorry you were getting bullied.
At my old school, that kind of stuff only happened to Teresa's. Now I have to work my way through the hallways between each class, and of course there are no teachers there.
Did you tell the teacher who said you were late or what happened?
Mrs. Matheson doesn't like hearing excuses for being late. She always says, I don't care unless you have a slip if you try to explain.
I remember teachers like that. And did you tell another teacher that Wallace is bullying you? Even I know that silence means no. You should tell one of the teachers or staff there what's going on.
Maybe.
I feel a bit like a hypocrite right now. Telling an adult at school didn't help when I was being bullied. But I don't know what other advice to give her. Teaching her to learn the bully's route between classes and then coming up with one that avoids them seems wrong. Especially since that doesn't work if they learn where your locker is, or if there are enough bullies you can't avoid them all. Both of which happens to me. And I'm afraid teaching her how to hide from bullies will just encourage her to become socially isolated like I did. I don't want her to go through that. Besides, I've heard they take bullying more seriously at school now. If he's bothering you enough that it's affecting your grades and attendance, you absolutely need to tell a teacher. That's not being a tattletale. I hope I managed to sound confident when I said that. I don't want her to realize I'm only saying that because I can't think of anything better, not because I actually believe it. How do real parents learn how to give useful advice to kids? Do you have any teachers you like that you feel comfortable talking to about this?
It's new school, new teachers, and the school year just started, so not really.
Dang it, now what? Well, they say honesty is the best policy. I was bullied in school too.
You were?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. For a while I didn't have any friends at all. I was really unhappy.
Is that why you think I should tell a teacher? Because it made things better for you?
I really want to say yes to her. But I don't believe I can lie about this convincingly. I did try to tell the teacher once and it didn't make things better. But in hindsight, I should have kept trying and told another. Or maybe my mother. I don't really know. I'm sorry I'm not much help. Aren't adults supposed to use their experience to pass down useful knowledge and wisdom? Here I am, over 50 years old, and I still haven't figured out what to do about school bullies.
Well, I would say most people haven't.
That's not too bad. He doesn't bother me every day. I'll just keep an eye out and avoid him. Thanks for trying, Harry.
No, I am not letting my niece make the same mistake I did. I tried hiding from the bullies and it didn't work. It just kept me alone and made me an easier target. I was bullied all through middle school and high school, making it one of the worst times in my life.
So, what then? Should I try to fight him? He's so much bigger than me.
I think back to the 2 times I got into a fight in school. The first time was when the meanest girl in high school stole my book out of my hand and began ripping pages out of it. It wasn't even mine, it was a library book. I ended up breaking her nose and getting suspended because of it. It was worth it though, she never physically touched me again after that. The second time was when one of Natsuki's old friends started to give her grief right in front of me. Again, he never bothered after that, at least not in front of me. Fighting worked, but only because I had grown and was bigger than them by then. And of course I got in trouble, at least the first time because of it. I should have gotten in serious trouble the second time as well, it just wasn't reported. I don't want that for her. No, don't do that unless you have no other choice. If he's that much bigger than you, he'll probably just hurt you. And even if you do win, you'll get in trouble for fighting. Talk to a teacher. If that teacher won't listen, then talk to another, or talk to the school counselor if you have one. You need to tell your parents as well. But definitely don't hide and hope it will go away.
Okay, I'll talk to Mom and Dad about it when they call tonight.
Dinner's ready.
Violet puts a bookmark in the book and goes into the kitchen. I'm still not certain if I really helped her, but getting her to at least talk to C.R. Lucas about it has to be a step in the right direction. Jean and I don't normally eat dinner at the table, but we've started doing so while Violet is here. I see that Jean is collecting some plates from the cupboard. I get the silverware and set it on the table. Jean sets out the plates and puts the food on the table. He puts some food on a plate and hands it to Violet.
Thank you.
I put a serving of rice on my plate, get a piece of rabbit out of the crock pot, then pour some sauce over it. I'm about to dig in when I see that Jean is giving me a strange look. I look at him questioningly. He nods his head towards the bowl of peas sitting nearby. I sigh. I'm not particularly fond of cooked peas, but he's right that I need to eat them. They're not only good for maintaining my waistline, but it's a good example for Violet. I take a serving of peas, then put some sauce over them. Sure, sauce primarily made of cream and bacon defeats the nutrition of the peas, but it's my birthday and I want things to taste good. I eagerly pick up my piece of rabbit meat and take a bite. As I eat, I look to Violet to see her response. She appears to be enjoying it as she's smiling while eating her rice mixed with sauce. Good. I was a little worried since it is new to her.
So are you looking forward to going to the amusement park tomorrow, Violet?
Yeah. It's been a couple of years since I've been there with Mom and Dad. And I think I'm finally tall enough to go on the roller coaster now.
I noticed Jean looking uncomfortable to see Violet talking about the roller coaster. He has mild acrophobia, a fear of heights. It's not uncontrollable, but they definitely make him uncomfortable.
You know, I'm surprised with his previous paralysis that he'd be safe to use amusement park rides in the first place.
That sounds fun. I'll definitely go with you if you can ride it.
Hey, Jean.
Yes?
What is this?
She holds up a piece of meat on the end of her fork.
It's meat.
I know, Dad. I wonder what kind of meat. It's not beef or pork. It tastes kind of like chicken, but it feels different.
Uh-oh. Memories of telling her where meat comes from a few years ago flashed through my mind. I just know this is going to end with her upset over eating a bunny. Jean and I glance at each other.
The recipe is called mustard meat. It's just meat in a mix of mustard, cream, bacon, onion, chicken stock, and herbs served over rice.
Oh, good. Hopefully she'll hear it has chicken stock in it and think the meat is actually chicken. Violet puts down her piece of meat and looks at us suspiciously.
This isn't chicken meat.
Dang, she didn't fall for it.
It has chicken stock, a kind of broth in it.
Why won't you tell me what kind of meat it is?
She suddenly looks down at it with disgust. While she might not eat it if we tell her it's rabbit, it's obvious she won't eat it if we keep evading the question. I might as well tell her the truth and hope she's okay with it. It's rabbit.
Oh!
She looks down at it questioningly.
Why didn't you just say so?
We were worried you wouldn't want to eat it if you knew. Some people don't like the idea of eating rabbit meat.
I don't see why. I've read lots of books and stories where people eat rabbits, so I know it's normal. I was starting to think it was something really weird like Gila monster or cat.
So do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
She takes a hearty bite. I breathe a silent sigh of relief. Good, I'm glad. I'm relieved that she has apparently never read any stories about Roof Rabbit during the London Blitz.
What?
Especially if she was concerned about eating cats. After dinner, Jean and Violet go back to their books. I consider reading myself, but instead go upstairs and bring down my writing box. I haven't written anything in quite some time. I look through the various things I have in it. I see my old novel that I've been working on since high school. I doubt I'll ever finish it now. I haven't touched it in at least a decade. I don't clearly remember what was even going on when I last stopped writing. Oh, that's right. The heroes I just found us some information on the location of the magic shoe. Once again, I wonder why I thought making a shoe with magic powers with that MacGuffin was a good idea in high school. I set my novel to the side and keep looking. I paused briefly at the poems I wrote when Jennifer and Hope died. I put them away quickly, unpleasant memories. But there are so many other good ones. Things I wrote when I met Jane, when Monica moved back, birthdays, graduations. Even things I wrote on random days when nothing major happened. I got a clean piece of paper, a pen, and something to write on. I set my pen to the paper and pause. I can't think of anything to write now. A writer's block of frustrating situation. Writer's block, sorry. I've learned that I can't force things when I have it. I know Monica would tell me to just move on my hand and see what happens. But every time I do that, it doesn't come out good.
Well, that's what rough drafts are for. You're supposed to brainstorm, I guess.
Still, it's been a while since I've written and I don't want to stop writing completely. I close my eyes and let my mind wander. But nothing comes. No story ideas, no lines for a poem, nothing at all. I've had writer's block for months, and even when I did write last, it was not pleasant. Writing has always been a part of my life. It bothers me that I can't do so right now, and we haven't earned heavens for so long. I'm frustrated with myself.
Are you okay, hon?
Just writer's block. There's nothing for it. I put my paper and pen away, then get a book to read with the others. My phone rings after reading just a few chapters.
Is that Mom and Dad?
Yes, it's your mother. Hello, Sayori.
Hey, Yuri, just calling to see how things are going.
Violet has been very well behaved for us.
That's good.
How is the family?
Not well. Jack doesn't know the first thing about babies. And Meredith is dealing with some pretty bad postpartum depression. Fortunately, I recognize the symptoms and have been talking to her about my experiences.
That's good. Is she going to see a professional?
No, she isn't convinced that she needs one yet.
Does she?
I think so, at least for right now.
Well, I'm glad you're there to keep an eye on her, and I hope she listens to you. Did you want to talk to your daughter?
Of course.
I hand the phone over.
Hey, Mom, guess what? We had rabbit for dinner today. Yeah, I liked it. It was different, good. School was, well,
She glances towards me.
I need to talk to you about that.
If you need some privacy, you can take my phone into the other room. She quickly shakes her head no.
No, schoolwork is okay. It's just, well, there's this boy. Oh, heck no.
She shudders. She takes a deep breath.
His name is Wallace. Today while I was walking to class, Wow, I haven't been here in such a long time. I know exactly what I want to write first.
I see Jean looking nervously at the drop tower in the distance.
This way.
She starts guiding us.
Yeah, this is it. I really want to ride the roller coaster last time, but it was too short.
She proudly stands next to the "You must be this tall" sign.
Now I'm tall enough to ride it.
She's definitely over the line. Okay then, let's go.
Yeah.
He is really embarrassed by his fear of heights. Do you have your phone, Jean?
Huh?
Someone is going to need to take pictures of Violet riding the roller coaster to send to her parents.
Alright, I guess I might have to sit this one out then.
I smile and give him a kiss on the cheek. Thank you for volunteering.
You're very welcome. And thanks for the excuse.
Anytime.
Whee! It's been a few years since I've been to an amusement park.
I stumble a little bit as I make my way to Jean.
Wow, that was great.
Great is not the word I would have personally chosen. Intense seems more accurate.
And did you have fun?
Yeah, I did.
I have to think about it. Actually, I did too. Despite how terrifying it was, I really did enjoy riding it.
Can we go again?
I smile at her. Yeah, I will ride it again with you.
I'll go too this time.
I look at him with surprise. Okay then, let's go get in line. I'm really proud of you for riding the roller coaster. I know how uncomfortable you are with that.
That's why I did it. I want to overcome this senseless fear. I know logically I'm perfectly safe, but I can't help but panic when I'm up high. Still, I'm glad Violet wanted to ride on the carousel instead of the roller coaster again.
Honestly, so am I. A calming ride like this is nice between bursts of adrenaline. So did riding the roller coaster help you with your acrophobia?
Not really. While I was up there, the only thing I could think was how much I didn't want to be there.
Too bad. I was hoping to get you on the Ferris wheel with me.
Except not only would I be too uncomfortable up there, but we wouldn't exactly be alone.
He gestures towards Violet, who is about a quarter of the way around the carousel from us. She's old enough to ride by herself if she wants. I smile seductively and wink at him.
The Mighty Motorcycle Ride! That was my favorite last time I was here. I think I'll get in line for it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
He points to a nearby sign showing the height limit.
You're too big for it.
Oh.
Also, I think you'd find it pretty boring now. The motorcycles just go around in a circle slowly, occasionally doing a small wheelie. It's not going to be terribly exciting at your age. She looks at the ride sadly for a bit. I think I understand how she feels. Growing up means getting to experience new things, but sometimes it also means leaving behind the things you once loved. I remember selling my old knife collection. The day Fearsome Freddy, my teddy bear growing up, finally lost enough seams I couldn't repair him anymore and had to throw him away. Memories of coming here with my mother. Nostalgia only gets worse as you grow older. Do you want to ride this scrambler with me? It was my favorite as a young girl. I loved riding it with my mom when she used to talk to me or take me here.
And did you ride the roller coaster too?
They didn't have one back then.
Really?
Yes, quite a few of the rides have changed. The spot where the bumper cars are now used to be a haunted house, and the tilt-a-whirl used to be where the drop tower is. But the scrambler is still at the same place, and I used to love it, so do you want to ride it with me?
Sure, looks fun.
I notice Violet taking one last look at the mighty motorcycles as we start to walk away. Leaving things behind as you grow up can be hard, but it is just a part of life.
So what should we ride next?
There's the drop tower over there.
Or the spider.
The bumper cars sound fun to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure he'd be safe under this condition. Maybe he's well enough now, I don't know.
How about the...
Violet, are you okay?
I think I need a bathroom right now. I'll be right back.
I call out to her as she quickly runs off towards the nearby bathroom. We'll wait for you on these benches right here.
When you gotta go.
Jean and I sit down on the benches that are easily visible from the bathroom. I pull out my book and begin reading.
Hun? Don't you think Violet is taking a long time?
Not really.
Hun? How long have you been reading?
Not long. He puts his hand in front of my book so I can't read anymore. Jane, what are you...
It's been at least 10 minutes.
My mind actually registers what Jane is trying to tell me. Oh my gosh, Violet. I can't believe I completely forgot about her while reading. Good thing you never had kids of your own. Where is she?
I've been keeping an eye on the bathroom and haven't seen her come out. But I think you should go in and check on her.
Of course, I'll be right back. I put my book in my purse and go to the bathroom.